We look at the news through a horror lens. We lens news through horror. We horror news.
It got bigger. Like kind of spike. Like, don't think that's how grower, not a shower.
Welcome to the Lost and Known podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah, and that just stayed in the show.
No!
I think it did.
Why would you leave that in the show?
Why would you leave this in the show?
Do we have both Santas this week?
No, we have Santa and we have my name is Banta.
I can't believe you're here. I just flew all the way up from Mar-a-Lago, and boy are my arms tired.
From what, jerking off Donald Trump?
I had a good dinner with him, and Milo's hippopotamus?
Milo's hippopotamus.
And this nice little boy, Mr. Fuentes, he wanted a suit.
He has so many good ideas. He says that black people shouldn't be able to have Christmas. And I said, most of them have Christmas. And he said, what about Kwanzaa? And I said, you racist piece of shit. You don't understand how black people work. And he says, well, I know they have bigger penises than me. And I said, that's racist. He says, no, it's not. I just have a micro penis. So most people have a bigger penis than me. And he laughed and we laughed. And then I fed him his steak like foie gras style. And he got his stomach distended, and then I massacred him, and then I fed him to a cow.
The best part of all of this is when I flew up here, little Fuentes jumped on my back and he came here. We have him live on the show.
Oh, Fuentes, what do you have to say about yourself?
Hola, I am Nick Fuentes.
Well, that's not
I do not like the people who are not white. I am Nick Fuentes, and I am a white supremacist.
I didn't think anything could get more racist than Nick Fuentes until I just came to this show. So I'm gonna go in and bow out now. Banta out. Bye-bye.
Nick Fuentes out. Hola.
Well, I guess we're back to the show with just me, and just Santa. I'm not going away.
Well, if you're not going away, I'm not going away either. You're my ride, after all.
Hey, guys, can I be part of the show, too?
Uh-oh, back where we started. I'm trying to, fight fire with fire, and it is not working on behalf of the listeners.
I know, as much as I hate Nick Fuentes, I love his catchphrases. Ay, caramba, come on.
I love how he says hola when he goes bye-bye. Because he's clearly not Spanish.
He's not a smart man either.
Because I think the joke here, and I'm going to try to patch this one up here, is that Nick Fuentes would come in so racist that he does a racist accent of a Spanish man. Is that correct?
Personally, as someone who just knows about all this news, I figured Nick Fuentes was Spanish or Mexican because of his last name. But, I mean, the accent fits. It seems to work.
I know. Everyone
I'm not
thinks
saying he's not.
Everyone thinks I'm white because I have this name and this culture about me. Nick, I like white people. You know, they're muy great.
Yeah, no, more if it's, I don't even know where it's from. I'm just saying I know he does not speak like that. So I know
we should probably tell Fuentes to get back in his box, shouldn't we?
Yes, get back in your box, Fuentes.
I don't want to get back in my box.
Get back in your box. Get back in your box, sir. And it is shut.
We have shut the box. We are good.
Santa, are you really going to stick around?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit on this couch and just masturbate for a while.
I'll help you.
You guys do the show and I'll jump in.
Would you like me to suck you while you jerk yourself?
Oh, that sounds like some hot Santa on Santa action.
All right, well.
Oh.
Santa plus banter. Let's go. Okay. Well, you might hear a little bit of this. And some jingle bells, jingle in the background. My balls are made of
Those
jingle
are
bells.
my balls.
That's right, jingle balls.
I want you to touch his balls.
Stop talking,
I'm
please.
Fuentes and I'm in a cage.
Well,
All right, so we know we're going to get interrupted a few times. Let's get that out of the
for
way.
the love of God. All right. If people couldn't tell, we are doing a holiday special today.
We
Not a
are
holiday
doing
special.
lots of holiday specials.
We are doing
A month of-
we are doing an entire month of Christmas / let's just say Christmas movies because or Christmas web droppings, Christmas movies. We're going to do 2 Christmas web dropping episodes, 2 Christmas review episodes. I'm going to be doing next week's Christmas review episode, the first one of the month. But today we're going to start with Christmas web droppings, for the most part. We actually have some non-Christmas web droppings, but we are doing some holiday edition bullshit here. And, Scott, granted, this does come out a little bit before the next Monday. I'm going to be posting this the same night we're recording, which is a little later than usual. But you wanted to wish people a happy Krampus Day. Am I not correct?
Yes, we are going to be airing this around January 5th. December 5th, sorry. And Krampus Day is our favorite holiday ever. We have given descriptions of this over the last few years, so we're not going to go into it hard this year. But if you live in certain states in the United States and certain entire countries in Europe, you are as excited as we are. I think what I need to do is make a Krampus costume. I really need to get into the spirit of this. I'm probably going to get shot walking down the street wearing it. But I am committed, so merry and happy Krampus Day to all.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. And we will probably be posting another episode a little shortly after the Krampus Day because we're trying to get back on track. But we're a little later posting this week because of the holiday, the previous holiday, the holiday that will not be mentioned, which is called Thanksgiving. So I guess I will mention it. We
all knew what it was. Unless did they sneak another one in between? Like, is there now Nick Fuentes Day?
Oh, yeah.
I wish.
Nick's giving, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Nick. Get in your cage. He just keeps like crawling out of his cage to grab like the food on the floor, and then he like scurries back in to eat it.
Yeah. Is that that's just what Nick Fuentes does?
It's just what Nick Fuentes does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cage person to begin with.
Oh yeah, he's
so beta. He lives in it.
Yeah, he's a cage twink, that's for sure. Yeah. That's what we got here. So we are going to do some Happy Krampus Day, everybody.
Happy Krampus Day, everybody.
A little early, but yes.
Whip a girl with a birch twig and punch a kid, throw him in a bag. I believe that's how we celebrate in America.
I gotta say, whip a girl with a birch twig has like a little like a very sing-songy melodic ring to it, like a whip a girl with the birch twig, whip your girl with the bum.
So we need a Krampus rap. I'll write the lyrics if you sing it.
I've already created like 2 Krampus songs that I think we
Fine, I'll make my own
years ago. Yeah.
Fine.
No, I get it.
You've
not too many.
cornered the Krampus market. I get it.
There is no such thing as too many. In fact, I've probably made more Krampus songs than... Well, no, I've made as many Krampus songs as we have... No, that's not true. I've made more Christmas songs than Krampus songs. But I'm sure over these next weeks we'll be playing some of the stuff we've played in the past.
And we should definitely direct people to our website, lostinompodcast.com. If you look at the top menu, there is a music tab, and if you click that music tab, you can find our past holiday album, and there is a Christmas album in there too. As far as I know, there's other music too. I actually haven't looked at it in a little bit, but I made a good deep drop down of music.
Yeah, you put a shitload of the music, the stuff that
I think at the top
mostly
is Halloween
Sonic
and Christmas.
Yeah, mostly Sonic Jalopy has made, but yeah, over the years, there's been a lot of music made. We have been doing this now, going on 9 years in April, so over 8 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah, 2014. April of 2014.
I wonder how many podcasts make it past 10 years.
Very few.
I would say when we hit our 10-year mark, very few, but in 10 more years,
that's going to be a different story.
When we hit our 10-year mark, we should actually look it up. I'd be curious.
but it's also like, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a totally different market and metric than when we started. We were pre-serial by just a few months, but we were pre-serial.
Yeah. We were post Kevin Smith, and we were post what's his name? The guy who interviewed Obama, Mark Maron.
Yes, and
we were post Mark Maron,
post Comedy Bang Bang, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So some of the big ones are definitely going to beat us, but I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see if the metric exists where we're in like the top 5% of longest lasting podcasts.
I'm just wondering, like, if the whole podcast boom like stays, then the celebrities will continue doing it. But right now, like, celebrities dominate the market on the podcast. Which
those
back
people
in the day,
who don't need more money.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yep. I mean, that being said, like, some of my favorites are the celebrity ones, but they have huge production money behind them. I mean, fucking, Conan O'Brien's my favorite person on the planet. He has it was $160 million Sirius XM.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, kudos. If anybody deserves the money. Dude, I actually signed up for I don't own a car. I signed up for a 3-month subscription of Sirius XM just so I could have access to his channel.
Well, you can listen to it in any
I just on my
computer.
It's a smartphone, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But anyway, so we are going to do
first thing that happens when you fire it up the first time is Sirius literally goes, "This is not a car."
Yeah.
And just like just turns down, just turns off.
Yeah.
We will continue playing this podcast when we find out this phone is moving more than 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. So you
have to like run and chuck it.
I also love the fact that you can only listen to Sirius when you're like in active moving traffic. Like when you're in stop and go,
you have to ride the bus.
When you're in stop and go, like Sirius just fucking ends. Yeah. You're just like come to an idle. Like Sirius XM just ends. But yes, anyway. So we are going to do some holiday special here. I'm going to start out with an old. Very old. Yeah, this got like within the first couple of years called AAA, which is Awesome or Asinine App. This is not necessarily an app, but it is taking some liberties with the title. And this is the holiday edition of AAA Awesome or Asinine App, and this is a website called xmascardbot.com. Really what I did is I typed in AI Christmas because I wanted to see whether or not there was some new, because AI has taken a lot of strides lately, and I wanted to see if back in 2016 we reported on this website we told about the web's AI generated Christmas song, and we played some of that, things like that we've done. Unfortunately, AI has not been very active in the realm of Christmas stuff lately, but I did find somebody who created an AI Christmas card website, and I just wanted to share 3 that I generated.
I'm generating them.
Cool.
Fire while you're doing this.
Please do that, and then you can do download it, open it in a new tab, and save it. So do that, and maybe by the time I'm done, you'll have 1 or 2 that you like. Anyway, number 1: if you need the whole family for dinner, you will fail unless you learn how to be lazy. These are only like half the experience because it does have pictures. It's got to say the images help.
I just got a nice one of a little toy Santa sitting in the snow, and it says, "Don't wish for your best friend's stolen winter coat. Just try to live forever."
I love like the connections these AI things make. Anyway, avoid souls. Don't become like Advent wreaths. And number 3. Only waiters smile at Santa's lap.
I like that one. I feel like that one has some play.
That was definitely yes, I got you. But my thought is like they were thinking of waiters being people waiting in line, smiling on the way to
waiter.
No, and it is like it is spelled waiters, like as in you're at a restaurant, but the AI won't know that. So like, people waiting in line are smiling, looking at Santa to sit on his lap. They're like, only waiters smile at Santa's lap.
I got a person holding a sparkler, and it says, "Even teachers resist New Year's Eve." What?
See, so by the way, I maybe made 10 of them to get these best 3. So like, it is actually a pretty good. The weird results are actually pretty common. So I would go to xmascardbot.com and check it out.
Yeah, the background images are really good.
As an audio medium, you're not getting the full experience.
Don't meditate on the true meaning of Christmas. Forget all about Christmas.
That is the wisest thing I've ever heard about Christmas. Just don't even bother meditating on Christmas. Fucking forget about it.
So the rest of the show is just gonna be me generating these, right? That's where we're at now.
I think that's where it is. We got about. I mean, anytime we want, about 46 minutes.
I fucking love this. I hadn't played with it before we got on air. I don't even know why.
Yes, no, dude. I seriously, I don't even think I made 10 to get these 3.
Singing songs of joy and peace is entertaining, but what is not entertaining is to jump.
One, strong disagree.
Jumping's fun. I mean, I can't do it right now. My back's
especially if you wear like your pants and shirt like backwards or upside down like crisscross. Remember them, Scott? We're old. Nobody out there. Remember crisscross? They make you jump.
All you need to quit drugs is a lamb and a name.
Okay, that one takes the cake so far.
Actually,
honestly, if you just want to read the rest of for 44 minutes.
Now, I had a good one a moment ago that I actually skipped past too quickly. It was something about, if you can't find joy and love in the Christmas season, you should probably look to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely true.
I like that.
All right, what you can do when you go to the site, and what I did is you hit download and it just generates a unique URL that just has it stored.
It's a picture of Santa looking kind of sad. It says, "Freedom is Freedom is a lie invented by the government in order to control the people."
Save that one. Hit download on that one. That one might be the show image, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's actually perfect. We can use any one of these. In fact, let's use these for the month.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
we were going to use
month,
and then that may not make any sense. No connection.
No,
to the
it doesn't matter. But it's a Christmas month, and oh my god, that's so good. But because it has the text and everything on it, like a Christmas.
Oh,
card.
the fonts are so whimsical. Yes. There's little snowflakes.
It was trained on some good shit for sure. But I don't know what it got trained on for that one because that just got fucking just seditious.
Something's getting dark.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a January 6th trial right there. Like somebody's fucking statement on the trial. Anyway, so that is my AAA holiday edition. I'm glad it seemed like it was a hit, and we've got more content coming out of that. And Scott, you and I both love horror movies, as people who listen to this show definitely know, because this is half a horror movie podcast nowadays.
Yeah.
And you brought some Christmas horror movie picks. Some I've heard of. Actually,
some are coming out after Christmas too.
3 out of 4 I've heard of. One of them is like a legit horror movie that's coming out in the next few days, actually.
Yeah, Violent Night, the first one with David Harbour from Stranger Things.
Yep. Looking forward to that so much.
Love it.
Yeah.
Look up Violent Night. The trailer's on YouTube. It's everywhere. The promotion's pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been playing, somebody sent me a text with a picture of it when they went to see Black Adam or something like that, or, the new Black Panther movie, and they, sent me a picture, this seems like one you would like. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
It is playing at one of our local theaters, but I don't know if I'm going to
This is going to be a nationwide movie, and I got a feeling this might be a Christmas rental if they do that quick enough. If it goes on VOD a few weeks later or a few days later, because it comes out this week, I think, or next week.
Yeah, it depends. I doubt it'll be that quick. I bet it's one of those that'll it'll come out for rental probably a little before February, I'm guessing. But they're counting on the money being made in the theater market. So
don't count on my money.
Yeah, well, it's literally right down the street from you.
I don't know. I don't like theaters anymore.
Yeah, but guess what? Dude. Here's the thing. You've generally used to only go to, big blockbuster movies.
I only want to see things that are giant.
Yeah, but you do realize, the only movies I go to, 4 people are in the theaters. The safest place to be during COVID were all the movies.
Horror movies.
Were the horror, when I went to see Titane, I was literally the only human being in the theater except for the woman working concessions decided, because I was the only one there, that she would come down and finally get a chance to watch it. Because she's like, you know what? If you need anything, we'll just go up together and I'll fucking get you your popcorn.
You got an extra butter handy from her too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
extra. How many pumps?
Well, I wish I could say I'm a 6 pumper, but I'm more of a 1.5. I'm a premature pumper. Yeah, I'm a premature butter churner. I don't know. Anyway, Violent Night.
You're not wrong. Violent Night, although I think it has more mass appeal because David Harbour.
But here's the thing. You're talking about Barrie, Vermont. If you go in the middle of the week, you will be one of 7 people.
Do they do matinees anymore post-COVID?
I mean, they do on weekends at least in Montpelier. So I'm sure they do at Paramount as well in Barrie. Yeah. So I would definitely go to that on like. But even if you don't like, matinees are probably going to be the busiest version of them. But like, if you go at like a 6 p.m. showing on a Tuesday, dude, like you're going to be one of
theater,
7 people there. Like the entire place. Like I have not been to a theater with more than 10 people in it since the start of COVID.
All right, maybe I'll rethink my movie thing.
And I went to see like Nope and Barbarian. I went to see like movies that had like mass appeal, but people in our towns, unfortunately, but also fortunately, do not go see horror movies. We are safe going to see horror movies. You are not safe going to see Black Panther. You're not safe going to see Black Adam. You're not safe going to see any black movies.
I really only go to see Marvel films in theaters because I love that genre.
So in your head, you're like, oh, I go there and I'm packed. So like that or Star Wars movies. Guess what? The rest of the world
don't exist anymore.
In Vermont, nobody goes to see fucking horror movies, dude. You can go see horror movies at any of our biggest theaters. I mean, maybe like I remember like the closest thing to like busy was going to see It in Williston opening fucking weekend or whatever, and even that was like still, and that was pre-COVID. But yeah, anyway, so.
Okay, speaking of Star Wars,
I might want to do that.
And not Christmas or horror related, but watch Andor on Disney Plus. The finale just aired. Best last episode of a Star Wars show I've ever seen. If you like music, it's really tight.
A friend of mine who
the music in it's amazing.
Who was also like a huge Star Wars fan. She texted me recently and was talking about how she needed to like fill the hole in her life that was like absent because like Andor like ended, and she was like it was some of the best Star Wars stuff she's seen. Period.
One of the better shows I watched in 2022. Period.
Yeah, she was
that last episode though. If you like music, I mean, do they use it effectively?
She's a huge Star Wars nerd, but like she also is like. I was like, oh, I've heard from people that it's, kind of a divisive series, Andor was, but from people I trust, you, literally, the person I trust about Star Wars stuff, has given it rave reviews because it is different enough from other Star Wars stuff to where, like, it actually holds its own. And
it's brutal.
But I think a lot of people just want, like, I don't know, playful, normal, everyday, day-to-day, like,
this is sad, dystopian, end of the world kind of bullshit.
Yep, that's essentially what she was saying. She was like, it's right up my alley. And I'm like, cool, all right. So now, like two people I trust have talked about it. Now, I will say, and again, this is not Christmas or horror movie related, but as somebody who has not watched a ton of the canon of Star Wars, where does it fit in the canon? Do I need to watch a bunch of other stuff first?
No.
Because I know Obi-Wan I could watch separately, but... Book of Boba Fett, I need to make sure to watch Season 2 of Mandalorian first.
This takes place 5 years before Rogue One and leads up to it.
Can just, okay, I've seen Rogue One, I can just uniquely, okay, cool, all right.
It's the beginning of the rebellion, but it's also bridging the gap between the beginning of the rebellion all the way up to the actual, we're going to fucking blow up your Death Star, fuckers.
Yeah.
And, anyone watching also, if you watched the last episode, it's the only episode out of the 12 in the first season that has a post-credit scene, and it is very important to watch.
Okay, cool.
That's for our listeners.
Okay, that is good to know. I will take a look at that. Anyway, so moving on.
Next horror Christmas movie, we have The Mean One, which is a retelling of The Grinch. They change a few things to make sure they're complicit with copyrights and whatnot. I believe there's no Whoville, there's Newville.
Yeah.
There's no Cindy Lou Who. She has a slightly different name.
So you could essentially be like, this is parody. And that's like, as opposed to the other stuff we're going to be...
Although the Grinch looks just like the Jim Carrey Grinch.
But I think if it's clear that it's parody, you can get away with that.
Yeah. It is not one of those... they can't use certain words, I believe, like Grinch, etc. Whoville.
Right, very copyrighted.
It's not like the Winnie the Pooh movie where the
public domain
hit, and they can just be like, Winnie the Pooh's killing and raping people.
And actually the next one we're talking about is Bambi, which is the same kind of deal. And
we might as well move on, but Mean Ones has trailers all over. I actually started getting hit with them over the head on TikTok today. Yeah. I didn't realize it was that big of a film. I thought it was more indie, like maybe it would hit 9 theaters nationwide, then we'd all get on VOD by Christmas.
Right, yeah.
No, this is going to all theaters, it looks like.
Wow,
the Mean One is actually a movie. Next, we have Bambi on Rabies, which is... Well, that's not the name of the movie.
No, but that is actually... Essentially, it's about a killer Bambi.
What is the name of the film?
It's a Bambi revenge movie anyway, but it's made by the same people who made it's made, but is coming out, is the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
Yeah. And also The Curse of Humpty Dumpty, which I didn't know existed.
I did not know that either.
Yep, same creators as both.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah,
just
so
running.
they just started
Bambi,
getting
Bambi the Reckoning.
The
There we
Reckoning.
go.
Yeah, right? Yes. Yep.
I should have put that in the doc as the title of the thing.
But essentially, it sounds like it's sort of like a revenge thriller. I'm guessing like Revenge for Killing My Mom kind of thing.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Bambi kills people who killed his mom, her mom, its mom.
It's live action.
And it's going to be... Actually, I'm scared that it's live action, but we'll see. We'll see how
Well,
it
I mean,
works.
live action with probably like terrible CGI. Like I'm guessing,
I
or
want puppets. I want puppets.
oh please, yeah, because it doesn't have to be good. It just
Nope.
has to be fun. Like, or I don't know, like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I guess that was like they're in costume, so I guess it's a little tougher to do a deer than it is like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and stuff. But I don't know.
My last pick does not come out until next year and is not Christmassy.
Well, Bambi on Rabies probably. I mean, Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh is not coming out until February. Bambi on Rabies probably isn't coming out. Till
Yeah, some of these movies are a little in the future. I just had a theme going, so I was like, let's keep the theme.
I love it. Yeah.
Cocaine Bear is the movie
Which
I am excited for.
We've covered
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a story on the show, maybe 7 years ago.
Yeah, and probably like 7 times since we did like some updates and not updates but references multiple times of Cocaine Bear. For
Yes. Elizabeth Banks of all people is making this fucking film.
sure. Dude, I love Elizabeth Banks. She's also a great producer. I can't remember the other. She's produced another horror movie in the past. I just saw her name recently, but yeah.
The full description of the movie is as follows. The movie finds an oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converging in a Georgia forest where a 500-pound apex predator has ingested a staggering amount of cocaine and gone on a coke-fueled rampage for more blow
based on
and blood.
blow and blood. So based on a true story up until the fact that then they go like in real life the bear just died of a heart attack.
Yes.
Yes.
This bear
I'm sure, but,
lives through the heart attack. Gets maybe he needs blood to keep his heart going or something.
My guess is they're piecing together the period between when they ate the cocaine and when we found the body. They're like, this is what happened in between. Bing bong boom.
Now this film is not as B level as the last two we talked about. This film stars
Elizabeth Banks,
Ray Liotta, Alden Ehrenreich. I can never say his name right. You know who I mean, though.
I do. Yeah.
O'Shea Jackson and Jesse Tyler Ferguson and Kerry Russell.
Oh wow, yeah, okay, so like a real cast.
It's a solid B+ movie cast.
Oh yeah,
B+.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, that's good, solid.
I would say Alden Ehrenreich is higher than B+. Ray Liotta's definitely a B+. Kerry Russell's definitely B+.
I mean,
now.
and yeah.
What was the last thing Kerry Russell was in? Felicity.
I would say
she
she's
Felicity.
B-. Yeah,
She Felicity.
But yeah. That's it.
She was also in that the last shitty Star Wars movie that came out.
Oh, and she was also in that one about like aliens.
Rise of Skywalker.
It was all like the Dark Skies or something like that. I think, which was pretty good. It was like
God, every alien movie fucking has exact same titles.
Yeah,
Like Dark Skies or
not so great skies,
Gray Skies,
skies that are dark, skies that I'm like no
thing in the sky.
First of all, when you look up
I
an
want
alien,
that to be an alien movie.
Yeah.
Thing in
the sky.
What's that thing in the sky? Don't know. Then the people just go on about their lives for a little bit. Like it almost turns into like a Scott Pilgrim type movie where they just like have a band, hang out, and then they go back outside again. Like, oh, that thing's still in the sky. Like a half hour later.
I was going to see. Okay, now there
was fire in the sky.
There's fire in the sky, eye in the sky, castles in the sky, of course. Lucy in the sky, a tear in the sky, pie in the sky.
Now, you've said it so many times now that every time you say it, I hear in this sky.
Black pink light up the sky.
Fire in the sky. Pie in the sky.
The brightest star in the sky. This guy is everywhere.
This guy in the sky.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. The Jack in the Box Awakening. That's it. Anyway.
One last thing that is not on the list. This is my last pick for a video. Apparently there is an Addams Family thing, the hand thing.
Yes.
There's an ASMR video that you can find online. That
is it like it was a JOI?
He probably just taps. Touches the table.
It better be a JOI video.
Yeah, but that exists as well. That just
I want to see a thing jerk off instruction video where it's just him like doing sign language and like teeth, like, but like clearly that hand is going to jack you off, but it just keeps doing sign language. You have to know ASL in order to fucking follow the JOI.
To let you know one extra fact, because this is related to the
One
show
more
Wednesday by Tim Burton on Netflix.
Yes.
Wednesday has now beaten Stranger Things as the most popular, most watched,
Really?
fastest binge thing on Netflix.
Wow, that's crazy because I don't know very many people who have watched it, but
I'm halfway through and I fucking love
No,
it.
I
It is so
watched
good.
I watched the first 2 episodes at my dad's place, and
It's
I remember
got just the right amount of camp and
I
cheese.
remember when we saw Jericho, I'm like, that's a place in Vermont. And then we heard him talking about Burlington. I'm like, I googled it. I'm like,
30
is this in Vermont? And I'm like, oh, okay,
30 minutes away to Burlington,
Yes.
where they have to hit the train station.
yeah. And I'm like, that actually tracks because we are.
There's
like,
an Amtrak
that,
station in Burlington
exactly.
now.
And actually the. I don't know if it was a set or what, but they did the arch and everything when she goes into the train station in that episode is the one main arch that they actually is there. I don't now. They shot this all in Romania, but also
Yes,
Tim
it takes
Burton-
place in
yes.
Vermont, except they really did want to
Yes.
film in Vermont.
Yes, exactly. Which is crazy because Tim Burton has filmed in Vermont. Beetlejuice, as I've told on this story, like he has a connection to Vermont. Luis Guzman. I love the fact somebody
Yeah,
pointed
is in
out.
the movie and
Somebody
lives
pointed
in
out
Vermont.
that he had to move. He had to travel to Romania
To pretend to be in Vermont.
pretend to be in Jericho, Vermont, which he is about 20 minutes from.
Yeah, he lives right next to that town.
Yeah,
pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
That is
he lives
Adams.
in the Northeast Kingdom, so he's probably about 45-minute drive. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I watched the first 2. It felt very like if you like Sabrina, that kind of thing. I would feel like it's kind of the same thing.
Sabrina S.
Yeah, like I mean, the same kind of like vibe of like, oh, we're taking this this storied character and kind of bringing them into this kind of like I don't know, like coming of age story, but also like, oh, she's so quirky, but also, hey, she's hanging out with fucking vampires and shit like that. So I liked the first 2 episodes. It was enough to get me to go. I think there's only 6 more, right? It's 8 episodes.
Yeah, her playing Paint It Black on cello was pretty great.
Oh my god, yeah. There's that. Apparently, I read somewhere that the Raven dance or Raven Ball or whatever it is,
Where she does her dance.
is the dance was a real good turning point for the series, which is about 4 episodes in. So
People hated it. They were like, "Why is she
I
dancing
heard
like
the
a moron?"
I heard the
And
opposite. I read. It's funny. It depends on where you read it. I
Yeah.
read that everybody's like, "This is the turning point for the show." Like, give it time because it's really
Oh.
it's fucking boring up until then. I'm like, I didn't find it boring the first 2
I
episodes.
didn't either.
But yeah.
But the people who said that her dance was stupid, there's been comparison videos put up on YouTube and TikTok which show side by side Wednesday from the original black and white show dancing, and her doing it in the movie. She copied the original girl's dance moves.
Yes.
That's why it's so awkward and shitty. Is she's doing like a 10-year-old girl's dance moves from 1950.
But like stylizing it in this fucking like fresh new thing. I also love the fact that like they essentially stylize her as black and white in the thing, and people refer to it like, "Are you black and white or something?"
Yeah,
yeah. It's I loved it. The 2 episodes I watched with my family during Thanksgiving. And I'm planning on just binging the rest of it probably this weekend. Next time we get some shitty weather or something like that. Anyway.
Yep.
But anyway, yes.
Oh, so. the ASMR thing is on YouTube. It is on the channel Made in France ASMR, which may not be legit and have the right copyright. So catch it quick before it's gone. Apparently, it's thing just doing some tappy taps.
Cool.
It's supposedly good.
Sweet. All right. Are we ready to go into the show proper with web droppings?
Web
droppings, jingle bells,
Web
get web droppings,
I'm doing this too.
web droppings,
Web
play with the
droppings.
ball solo. I'm actually touching my balls here. I really don't have to do that.
It was for me and Santa.
I appreciated it. I haven't said a lot because you guys have been doing a good job with the show.
Hey, Santa. Want me to suck your balls a little bit?
I like that. I'm Nick Fuentes, and I like it when men gargle my balls.
Well, I'm not going to gargle your balls, but you can watch Mr. Soy Boy.
That's what I usually do. Soy boy out.
All right. Soy Boy out is a great catchphrase. Goodbye.
Nick Fuentes is like there needs to be T-shirts that says "Soy Boy Out,"
Soy Boy
and then
out.
like in smaller font dash Nick Fuentes.
If you want, like you don't usually like make fun of like anybody's like physical. Yes, I do.
I wish Nick Fuentes had polio because it already looks like he does.
No, yeah, but like this guy, like if you see, like his arms are way too long. He's free. He reminds me of like Jonah from Veep. You know,
yep.
Like in a not funny way, and also just like way angrier.
You became a white supremacist Nazi incel because no one will fuck that weird limmy.
Yeah,
I'm right here,
and he just gets so shut up,
Nick, shut.
Get in the cage.
I kicked the cage. The cage.
Oh, he's in the cage.
He just keeps reaching out and talking through the bars.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a cage.
Clawing you, but
cages are by definition not soundproof.
That's true.
That's the definition of a cage. Anything that can hold you that's not soundproof.
I also just I just immediately embrace that without thinking about it. That's not true.
You went with it.
That's not true. That is true.
All cages are things that can hold the thing that you can hear through.
Hold on, I'm looking it up here. Webster's.com defines cage as something you can't hear through. Huh. Crazy that.
We're going to make a sound cage in this room for the band so the neighbors won't hear the music. A sound cage.
Exactly. It's just a cage. All right. Sorry, Fuentes. Your days are numbered. Anyway, so we're going to web
I don't like you
here.
anymore, Jeremiah. That sounds like an ethnic name.
That's why I know you.
Nick Fuentes out.
I know that you're definitely not Spanish because you would have been Jeremia or something like that.
Jeremiah sounds ethnic.
You do not. You do not.
Nick, I will tase you.
All right. What
last time I tased him, he prolapsed.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of
he did.
Of attacking people and maybe making them prolapse and maybe attacking people.
Are we talking about this asshole?
Okay, so we are not a political podcast by any means, but we do hate white supremacists / like people like
racists, Nazis, white supremacists,
and I don't know people.
Kyle Rittenhouse is all of those.
Some little fucking soy boy beta cuck twink who gets fucking. By the way, soy boy beta cuck twinks are awesome, great.
Soy boy beta cuck twink.
But when you can call somebody like Kyle Rittenhouse, who is clearly a fucking racist, homophobic piece of shit, again, we're part of the turkey fake media that he's trying to shoot down in this fucking game that he's talking about, because we're smearing his name, despite the fact that we only have the only evidence we have of him being bad is him murdering people and getting away with it. Fucking white OJ, dude. Fucking twink OJ. That's all he's doing.
So we were heated about talking about him, and I realized we might need to find a way to delineate who gets to talk when we get so heated. I'm thinking we do a Rochambeau of beta cuck, twink, soy boy.
Okay.
So it would be what? Soy boy would be like a limp piece of paper. Like you put out your hand like it's flat.
Oh, so you're talking about okay.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
so you do like a limp piece of paper, like a limp hand. That's soy boy.
Yeah.
Twink would be like the scissors, but do it down so it's like little legs.
I'm actually up, I would say, because that's more like bottom. Twink. Like you're a bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like it's the bottom. So it's soy boy, which is hand down like paper. Like wet
and that way scissors is essentially.
Scissors becomes
instead of this
twink,
way, so scissors is up instead of sideways.
His legs are up because he's a bottom.
Okay, yeah. So
and what's the other one? Beta cuck,
fist,
which is fisting. Yeah. He's getting fisted.
Okay, so
you push your fist in too, and then you also flip down your hand, and then you also.
By the way, again, very visual medium. We're laughing at each other.
We are working this out. We are having a ball, but okay. Yeah. So it's beta cuck is the rock. But you have to fist it forward because you're fisting.
Slam it forward.
And then twink is legs up.
Twink is legs up. Because he's the bottom, scissors instead of sideways, legs up.
Yeah, scissors up.
Yep.
And then soy boy is
a limp piece of paper.
It's a limp piece of paper.
Yes.
So we can do beta cuck, soy boy, twink.
All right. All right.
Ready? 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we both did soy boy.
We both soy boy.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, soy boy covers.
Soy boy beats beta cuck.
All right, so I won that one.
I want to remember this and not say what we're doing, but do it in public and watch people be like, why are you doing it but kind of different?
Because it's almost exactly the same.
Almost.
You're like, wait a minute, those scissors are not sideways, they're up.
Yeah, your scissors went up, your paper went down,
and
your rock goes forward.
That's a limp piece of paper.
And then when people are looking at they look like they're doing it weird, and you finally get it, be like, yes!
Oh, okay.
Twink beats soy boy.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the fuck? fuck just happened?
Oh, now it just got worse.
Yo, best out of 3.
That sounds sweet. Twink, beta, cuck, soy boy.
Twink, beta, cuck.
All right, so we got Kyle Rittenhouse.
I don't think this is funny, guys.
No, it's
Well,
not.
the day you win Twink Beta Soy Boy, you can have an opinion.
Exactly.
Someone can't win that game we just invented.
All right, so anyway,
Oh, yeah,
the reason we're talking about
Kyle Rittenhouse.
reason we're talking about him is not because of political reasons, but because he actually is in the news for a
Yep,
reason.
Kyle Rittenhouse is back in the news. He has paired himself up with a very low-end game developer to make what is essentially Duck Hunt. You play,
Yes.
you shoot down liberal ideals as they appear on the screen.
They're turkeys. They're fake news turkeys. Get
They're
it,
fake
Scott?
news turkeys.
That's comedy.
Yep, they're fake news turkeys, and it was very timely. It came out on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And, I mean, I can't stop reading about it on all my gamer platforms. PlayStation Store, definitely in the top.
Dude, took
10
over
million games.
Twitch. Everybody on Twitch now, and nobody's playing. I don't even know what they were playing before. Nobody's playing whatever they were
Everyone's
playing
playing Call of Duty at the moment.
Okay.
On that, because that was the hot
Well,
multiplayer.
not anymore. Not anymore.
Nope.
Now they're playing fucking turkey shoot because they're like, I want to shoot down. I want to shoot down.
Free healthcare for everybody. Come on. And then Kyle Rittenhouse is just like, I'm gonna kill this free healthcare.
That's right. My mom's gonna drop me off across state lines with a gun I shouldn't have owned, so I can kill 2 people who did not deserve to be killed.
Actually,
and I'll get away with
one
it.
of them
I'm the white twink OJ.
One of them did deserve to be killed, and that's the worst irony in all this is that he fucking if I walked into a bank right now and shot 9 people, would I be Rittenhouse lucky? Would I kill 9 pedophiles? Maybe 1.
Well,
depends on the bank. I mean, if you go to like the
if you go to like a local bank, no, you're not going to get a lot of pedophiles.
I was thinking like the pedo credit union.
Yeah, exactly. Pedit union, yeah, whatever.
The pedit union.
Yeah. You know, come on. Yeah, clearly you were going in there, and it's just like, I don't know, I'd like to take out a loan because I want to buy children.
No, he just got fucking lucky. He shot a pedo, and people basically forgave him for 50% of his crime spree.
Yeah, well, and
I'm in my head, I'm like, cool, one last pedo, but also, he didn't
go like, I'm gonna go hunt. Like, no, if he went like,
I'm gonna hunt pedos that I know exist.
Had, like, a TikTok thing, like, I'm going pedo hunting, and I'll be like, man, I'm fucking this Rittenhouse guy's pretty cool. But he's like, no, he was just like this terrified little kid with a fucking gun who wanted to go cosplay fucking Bang Bang.
Like law of averages, if I really wanted to murder someone tomorrow and I randomly killed a person on the
75% they're a pedo.
There's a chance I could be killing a pedo and would be
75% chance.
75% chance on any street in America if you shoot someone.
If you shoot a man on any street in America, 75%.
Or strangely, an attractive woman in her 20s, because that appears to be all the women that are pedos.
They're not considered pedos, though.
No, they get a pass.
No woman who fucks a young boy is considered a pedo. If she helps her husband or...
We're taking a hard stance on pedophilia on this show.
No, women can be pedophiles.
No, those women are pedophiles just like men are. But at the same time, if I was in high school and I'm 17,
those are
jerking off 100 times a day, and my teacher's 25,
2 things.
A 10, and comes over and is like, I'm going to suck your dick. I'd be like, I've waited for this day my entire life.
If you're 17, she's not a pedophile. At most, she's a hebephile. But most likely, what is happening is she's just committing statutory rape. That's a totally different thing.
Yep.
Because
and to all the boys out there telling on their 25-year-old teachers who are 17,
fuck are you? Well, by the way, they're
quiet.
No, they're not telling on them. They're bragging, and then one of their nerd fucking friends are like, "Mom, I tell my mom everything because my mom's my best friend." No, she's not. Will she understand that your actual best friend fucked a 25-year-old teacher and fucking got his nut off? Like, no, you're fucking jealous. You told your mom, and your mom's gonna tell the authorities. And guess what? The authorities are gonna go, oh shit, we have to fucking go pretend this is a crime? God damn it. I guess we have to treat people equally, even though it's not. I'm sorry. If you're a woman, you can fuck 16-year-olds. Hard stance.
You took the hardest stance.
Was that canceled?
Yeah. How much of the show do we have to scrub to make sure we're not canceled?
Oh, podcast, baby.
No, I hate to say it. I agree with you. I think it's not a two-sided sword. If a 30-year-old guy wants to fuck a 16-year-old girl in high school, I feel like that's predatory.
Like a it's a one-sided knife.
Yeah, but if a hot ass teachers like, hey, Jimmy, you want to bang? And Jimmy's 17, like 1 year away. That Jimmy has been already jerking off that teacher so hard, he probably can't fuck her because his dick is so raw.
Oh yeah, you kidding? That kid popped fucking 3 years before he fucking saw that woman. That's all there is to it. And the only thing I will say, yes, okay, it is technically bad, and they are definitely
How much
predators.
of the show do we need to screw? I feel like there's a
We're just saying what people are thinking. We're just saying what pedophile women are thinking.
Listen on podcast, the podcast of women pedophiles.
Yeah, guess what? But here's the thing: we can
Perhaps
make.
that's not the title we go with.
Here's the beauty of this double standard. All this can air. Nobody's gonna fucking bat an eyelash at this because it's just funny talking about women raping children.
I mean, if it's an actual child, that's bad.
Oh,
period.
yes. An actual child.
Period.
No, exactly. What we're
But a
that's
17-year-old boy
saying.
is not a child. He's a angry hormone monster.
Pedophile, and I don't know the
He
exact...
is going to fucking tear up some pussy in his senior year.
I mean, he's not. He's gonna prematurely ejaculate like 6 feet before he gets to that fucking pussy.
Also,
But-
that poor teacher, she's like, can't wait to get dick from that stud. And he's like, yeah.
Oh, no!
And like, that's when he gets in her car. Like, they just sits in her Prius and like stains the seat.
Oh, it was just because it idles so hard. No, it's a Prius. It literally stops in traffic.
It doesn't idle.
Oh, well, if you're a tease, bitch. Oh, I hope I still get that A.
Perhaps it's not the 25-year-old teacher wanting a 7-year-old, a 7-year younger guy.
Okay, by the way, a
And
teacher
maybe
wanting a 7-year-old, she's a
That's
pedophile.
bad, yes,
She's a
yes.
pedophile, yes.
But a 7-year younger guy, I would say, maybe her kink is premature ejaculation.
Maybe that is, that's probably it.
Maybe she just bought sheets and she's
Oh,
really curious
'cause-
if they really are stain blockers.
Because she wants you. Oh, yeah.
They sold me on a pretty high claim.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a Bed Bath and Beyond, like,
She just invites the boy over to like lay on the bed. She's like, "Do you want Hot Pockets?"
yeah.
Testing the sheets
All right.
out.
Yeah, no, just like a Bed Bath and Beyond, like little like check marks. Be like, all right, they are stain resistant, and there we go, and they are cum resistant.
Could you sit on that ottoman? I'm gonna bring you some Tostitos pizza rolls.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, You're
All right.
like my mom, but I want to fuck you.
Yeah. In other words, exactly like my mom. Because I'm 17 and also fuck my mom if I could. Because that's what 17-year-olds
New
do.
dad bought her those new boobs, so
Oh, man. That means she's...
that means mom's at least 20% not mom.
Yeah, 25%.
I'm just fucking the 20% that's not
Exactly.
mom.
Yeah, I'm only fucking the 20% that's only 1-year-old. Okay, we do have to scrub a lot of this, but I'm not going to scrub any of it.
If you didn't have such a hard work week ahead of you, I would almost ask you to go back and bleep parts. No. Bleep parts that don't offend.
Don't need...
like just like saying we should probably and then
It's not even about having like a hard work week like ahead of me. Like I literally like this should have gone out Monday. It is Wednesday. It's going out tonight. So
and we're fired tomorrow.
Yes. Yes. No, it was a different Scott and Jared from Vermont. That's
I think we could at the end maybe like we do it right now. Snip it and put it at the beginning. Just be like, the Lost Known podcast does not condone pedophilia in any shape or form, but a hot 24-year-old teacher and a hot 17-year-old male football player in the varsity
we're just gonna go ahead and say that's not pedophilia.
And we're gonna call that one just they missed by a year.
No, Scott. You think this is gonna make people listen to the rest of the show?
Actually, no. It's probably
If we
that's gonna make it worse.
Even if we put a real disclaimer like. Lost at Home podcast does not condone pedophilia.
Enjoy the show.
I love that. Like that's part of the like introduction from now on.
Oh yeah, and have it before episodes where nothing is said.
No,
like,
exactly. We're just like,
why do you guys have that disclaimer?
Yeah, like, just a safety measure because there's a good chance we're going to talk about it. About how, but not like real pedophilia. Not about real pedophilia, but about how definitely women should be able to fuck dudes any age they want.
We're that age. We're Gen Xers. We grew up in high school. We both had hot teachers at some point in high school or in grade school. And you're like,
By the way, it has nothing
God
to do.
damn it.
It has nothing to do with the generation. Like and again, there are definitely teenage boys who have been manipulated. Boom, boom, boom.
When I was
whatever.
in seventh grade, when I was in seventh grade, I wanted to fuck my math teacher, and a friend of ours joked that he did.
That's right. My math teacher, dude. I was homeschooled. I want to fuck my math teacher. Bing bong, smash.
We had a friend in high school who joked that he had fucked our math teacher in 8th grade, and I personally heard that and was like, no, he didn't.
No, of course he didn't.
But that's the kind of rumor that gets that teacher fired.
Yeah, nowadays...
And also, 8th grade is way too young. That is pedophilia.
So I think what happens nowadays is people like, no, you fucking did it. And then they're like, I got the fucking text to prove it. And that's what ends up sending them down the fucking...
Yeah, back then it was schoolyard shit.
It was just like your word against a teacher's. And guess what? Back in those days, they listened to teachers. They're like, oh, your kid's a piece of shit? All right, you're a piece of shit, kid. Yeah. We're going to fucking beat you when you get home. But nowadays, they're like, oh, whatever you say is, more important than a teacher. But now... the kids also have the text being like, yeah, I want your fucking 10-year-old dick so much. And like, I can't wait till you're able to get hard.
And then clink behind bars with Nick Fuentes.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, you got quiet. Oh, did he tucker himself out?
He tuckered himself out.
No, I threw a little clan doll in there with him. Just snuggling with it. He brought it. That's not from your house or my house. Yeah, do you think I said clam or clam?
I thought you said clam. I thought you said clam doll.
Here's a little clam doll.
Here's a little clam doll. I don't know why I have this.
It's just a Cabbage Patch body with a giant, felt clam head. Big googly eyes on top.
Actually, that would probably sell.
Clamage Patch Kids coming this fall.
Because we all know, anytime you want clams, you go to the Clamage Patch. Let's go to the Clamage Patch Kids and get some clam strips.
That could actually be the title of the show, Clamage
Patch. Okay, I'm going to type that while you go to the next story.
Clamage Patch Kids.
Go to the next story, Scott.
All right, Jesus is up to some birthday month shenanigans. And this is Jesus telling a woman to do things she shouldn't on a flight. Specifically opening the door of the plane at 37,000 feet.
I read about this, yeah.
Yeah, the FBI arrested her when they grounded the plane in Arkansas, which was not the destination. That was just weird. That was the closest place they could get this.
Talk about being disappointed, being like, hey, where are you going? I'm going to Aruba. Okay, cool. Well, we got to stop in Arkansas. Because a woman tried to fucking bite some dude because Jesus said so.
Yeah, a flight attendant said that she saw the woman saying she needed to use the bathroom, but she ended up just standing in front of the door, like the door to the plane, staring at it. Didn't move, didn't use the bathroom. So they kept asking her, like, are you okay?
I wouldn't like that move. Be like, you want to do something in that door.
Well, she tried opening it as hard as she could, and a passenger and the flight attendants tackled her to the ground. I don't think that door can open at that distance, by the way. I think they could have just let her tuck herself out.
It's really pressurized.
Oh, it's pressurized.
Yeah.
So it's not a bus door where you just even a bus door doesn't open.
And honestly, even if you're moving down the street at 60 miles an hour, you try to move. And even if you try to open a fucking passenger side door,
the wind's pushing.
Yeah,
you're
and
that's not at 37,000 feet. And what's the plane fly at 1 billion miles an hour?
Exactly, 1 billion miles an hour. We are a science podcast.
So I guess
Si, senor.
She ended up biting the passenger who, and this is my favorite part of the story. The passenger who stood up and helped the flight attendant. She bit him in the thigh. Yeah. She locked her jaw on it, and they had to remove her jaw from his thigh the same way I take a cat off me when it bites my arm.
Yeah,
you have to kind of stick your fingers in its mouth.
You're literally talking about my cat 5 minutes ago. Yeah,
all cats.
Yes,
sometimes you even have to snake your finger down his throat, make him gag a little to reflex.
Yeah. No, because they have the locking. Essentially, most animals have the locking jaw mechanism.
Just like most high school teachers who are hot.
Yeah, they want to suck 10-year-old boys' dicks.
No, we've clarified. We did 17-year-old dicks and up. Basically, if you're a year away from adulthood, you should be able to fuck your teacher. I think that's the stance of our.
Well, actually, and I
guess our stance is also male because we're not girls. We're not talking about girls.
At least in the state of Vermont, I think in a lot of them, generally, you cannot fuck your teacher no matter how old you are because they are in a position of power.
Position.
So in other words, the same reason Harvey Weinstein.
Power positions. Fuck! He woke up from his fucking little racist nap.
Oh god damn it! Yeah, those racist naps. They're so they're so dreamy.
Fucking grab your Clamage Patch Kid. This fucking guy. You picking on me? I named it Clamage. Like Clarice? Yeah, Clamage. Okay, you're a cool one, Fuente. Shut the fuck up.
So this woman essentially was arrested and taken off the plane.
Yep. They stopped her in Arkansas. I mean, to be arrested in Arkansas. Wait, what county or what state are you in trouble in if you get arrested in the air over a state? Do you think she's being arrested in the state she lives in, flew out of, flew to, or landed in?
Good question, because she committed the crime
in the air.
In the air, but over a certain area.
Oh, her lawyer could be like, she didn't break Tennessee law. Because
as you know, Tennessee allows you to bite at least 6 people on one plane if you do in fact hear Jesus in your head.
I mean, it tracks.
And it tracks. It tracks the Tennessee law. Thank you, lawyer Herschel Walker. Yeah, no problem.
I want lawyer Herschel Walker to become a character of the show. If you are a werewolf and you bite a vampire, it's legal. If you are a vampire and you bite a werewolf, you're in a whole lot of werewolf shit.
We're
going to put you in werewolf jail. We're going to treat you with werewolf law.
Right.
Werewolf law.
And you know them cells they cover with silver bullets, of course. As I was watching a thing on TV and one of my
is this Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Did Bill Clinton enter the chat as a lawyer?
I do like. Okay, so here's one of the things I like about.
I do like Bill Clinton, werewolf attorney at law,
like defending Herschel Walker, Texas Ranger, which we also talked about.
Yeah,
because like Herschel Walker with his fake badge, and like I want to
hunting vampires at this point as a werewolf.
I want to cut into actual Walker Texas Ranger episodes where somebody's like, we need a police officer, and then it just cut in. Herschel Walker goes like, I'm a police officer, I got a badge, and just like when he does that fake badge bullshit from his fucking debate.
Yep. Yeah. I just want a TV show now. Herschel Daywalker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, Texas Vampire. Herschel Daywalker, Texas Vampire.
And this goes against what he said. He's a vampire, which he doesn't like anymore. Werewolves can be
Herschel
vampires.
Walker, but Texas Vampire.
A Daywalker vampire can beat a werewolf. How about that? Because he said werewolves can be vampires.
Yeah,
I think sure, cool. We accept that. That's now lore in the Walkerverse.
I don't know why. Oh, in the Herschel Walker.
In the interconnected Walkerverse.
In the Walkerverse? Oh my god. This
werewolves always beat vampires.
This jumble of fucking nonsense called the Walkerverse.
He's a Daywalker, which now beats werewolves.
Oh, wait a minute. Now it changed my whole way.
So then we now need a werewolf so powerful that a Daywalker can't defeat it, so he has an arch nemesis. I'm thinking werewolves come out during the full moon. He gets a crescent moon werewolf. Ooh, more powerful. Rarer. They only come out during a crescent moon. No one can expect that because no one knows when a fucking crescent moon happens. Like, everyone knows when a full moon happens because Facebook posts are like, oh, go weird out town tonight. Oh, weird night at the bar. Must be a full moon. No one ever talks about a crescent moon.
Except for there are 2 crescent moons.
I know.
Full moon.
Double jeopardy. Twice a month, there's a crescent moon werewolf, which can beat a Daywalker vampire.
We know exactly when they'll happen.
So he needs a watch on his ass. Well, you already know when a werewolf for full moon happens. I mean, now we just have
nobody could ever know when a crescent moon happens.
I mean, that would be Walker right there.
Exactly. Well, nobody ever knows that. That's.
We've had a new species of werewolf. It's a crescent moon werewolf. Way more deadlier, twice the size. Totally unpredictable. No one could ever predict a crescent moon.
Yeah. Is it one of them upside down?
About there's a full moon, but you never know when the sneaky crescent moon's gonna walk right up on you and shiv you with his crescent.
And that's right. I'm one of them new moon werewolves where sometimes they get confused. I assume it's a new moon because it's during the day and I can't see the moon. So therefore, I assume there's no moon.
Oh, man, we could do this could go on for seasons, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
New moon werewolf.
Or Supernatural.
Where like new moon werewolf.
Day werewolf.
Like anytime there's a cloud in the sky, like, and then like it slowly goes like, oh, never mind. Sorry, there's a moon there. My bad. I thought there was no moon.
I picked the wrong day to volunteer at the dog shelter. These guys are going nuts.
Oh, shit. New Moon Werewolf. Oh man, we have not.
Crescent Moon Werewolf, New Moon Werewolf, and then Daywalker Walker.
Yeah,
Daywalker Walker. And that's how it's referred to every time. Who are you?
Oh man,
Walker. Daywalker Walker.
Did we?
Like, he has to do the James Bond.
Yeah.
Who are you? Walker.
Walker.
Daywalker Walker. It's
Yeah.
just, it's such an unnecessary mouthful of repetitive words.
Why did you? I don't know what any of those words mean. I don't care. Just go take your seat.
I just came down here to fight werewolves because werewolves used to be my favorites because they kill vampires. Then I became a Daywalker Walker, knowing now that I'm better than a werewolf because they only come out once a month at night during a full moon.
No, but are you looking to fight Crescent Wolf?
Well,
I've just been New Moon Wolves or Full Moon.
I've just been told by Ted Cruz about the Crescent Wolves.
Okay.
We can call them Crescent Wolves, Crescent Rolls. Oh, I'm hungry. Is it breakfast yet? It's dinner. It's night.
Stop thinking about croissants and just no. Stop thinking about croissants.
Croissant Walker. No,
No,
that's not it.
No, that's not your name. No, Herschel Walker. Walker. Anyway, we didn't even get through that.
NC.
We didn't even get through that story. No, we did. We got through that whole story.
Crescent Walker, fighter, werewolf, exterminator, Texas governor. No, wait.
Wait, what's that?
Not Texas governor, huh?
Texas werewolf.
Not a Texan either, huh?
All right, Georgia
Not
werewolf.
Daywalker vampire. I'm trying to nail down the facts. I'm running an election
That's
here.
right, Georgia
I'm
werewolf.
trying to become a senator.
Georgia werewolf. Hut, 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 hut.
Every episode of that show ends with, this man literally tried to become a U.S. senator. It's just like in stark black words. And then, da-dum.
Yeah, and he...
Directed by Dick Wolf.
And he came so fucking close to succeeding. And by the way, he might actually succeed. We won't know till next December. Next December.
We have to wait a whole year.
Next December is this December.
No, this December is this December. Next December is next. No, wait, shit.
No, technically the next December is.
You're confusing
tomorrow.
me because I always like to talk like
next
the show
Tuesday.
Is airing.
What I meant is next Tuesday, yeah.
Which is the day after this airs, right?
Next Tuesday is.
Or are you airing this today?
This is airing today. Yes.
All right, so I was wrong the whole time.
Next Tuesday, December 6th, is the runoff. Yes.
Crescent Roll Werewolves.
And here's the thing: I do believe Raphael Warnock is going to take it, but
I do believe Raphael Warnock is the werewolf that can beat the Daywalker.
But here's the thing: it is this close. How crazy is it that it got this close? That almost 50% of people voted for Herschel Daywalker.
We either get a preacher, multiple graduates of college. He has so many degrees. And he's been in Congress, like a really esteemed man. You get him,
right?
Or we break all rules, and this country elects its first mentally retarded senator.
Yes,
we have never had one. We have gay senators, bi senators. I think we have a trans House member. We're getting there. Progress is happening.
Yeah.
We have no.
Oh yeah, it's trans House. They actually they identify as a senator. That's a pretty good joke, actually. That's a pretty good joke. I gotta say, that's a pretty good joke. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think we've ever had an openly retarded senator before.
He's not openly retarded. I mean, to us he is, but he does not know.
Oh, he thinks he's closeted. Yeah, that's a little bit of the retardation talking.
That's a retardation talking. Yeah, that's a retard talking. Yeah, but guess what? 50% of the people were like, they did not vote for him ironically. They're like, this is the man who can abortion his way to abortion being illegal. Yeah.
You know what really sold me for Walker when he brought a tear to my eye? I was retelling this story about Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh yeah,
we were sitting around the family.
It was about cows.
I had my Glock. I had it right to the temple of my wife. And I was just like, this is the man I want to vote for. Walker did this. I'm doing this. Little Jimmy over there, I bought him a squirt pistol. He's already doing it to his sister. Maybe he'll marry her someday. And maybe we can carry on the Georgia tradition.
As I point this gun to the temple of my sister wife, and
who I forced to vote for Walker, under the threat of death.
It's the whole reason I pointed a gun at her.
She also could be a vampire. We know Walker hates vampires.
That's true.
He hates those sexy vampires.
Yeah.
Actually, he kind of said that in a speech, didn't he? That they were like,
they're sexy.
Yeah. He kind of, he had a little bit hard on for his vampire friends.
The man is, he's
first openly retarded senator. We will find out next week on the Lost to Know podcast if
Daywalker Walker becomes the first openly retarded member of the Senate.
You know what? Fingers crossed, but not crossed. I mean, fingers garlic, not garlic.
We need to adjourn the Senate. Mr. Walker has spilled his pudding cup again on the microphone, shorting out all the mics.
Can I talk about the cows at the fence again? No, Mr. Walker. You did introduce that bill last week, and we did let you know the Cows at the Fence Act of 2023 was not actually. It was not actually. First of all, it was written in crayon. And it was also written on an old napkin, and also there was no words involved. When you tried to draw a cow, it looks like it was more of a pig.
What about my Fright Night bill? I'm pushing the Fright Night bill with a unified Congress behind me. We all know the troubles with Fright Night.
That's right. And my Fright Night bill cost $6.75 because now I have confused the word bill with bill, and I have no idea what's happening. And I'm going to bump into a vampire right now. What's that? Herschel Walker out. Oh.
He just says all that to himself. No one says Herschel Walker should get off the podium.
Oh, yeah. He has not been elected yet. That's just what he's been saying all night.
He does this at home. Cardboard podium made out of a box from a cat tower.
Yeah. And one of his 6 estranged wives or, kids he never talks to is like being like, dude, Dad, don't run. Don't run. His wife is saying, Dad, don't run because he's also, I don't know. We'll figure out the math. We'll figure out the fucking incest math.
We'll figure it out. The Lost Zone podcast does not condone pedophilia. Get lost.
Get lost.